So here's the Arduino board that we're going to be using for many of our experiments this semester. It's part of a kit that comes from a company called SparkFun, and so this is a special version of the kit, a special version of the Arduino board, which is known as their red board for obvious reasons. So the red board and the breadboard are both mounted here on this piece of plastic, and this is to keep them adjacent so that it's easy to connect wires between them. The important thing to know is that there are headers here where you can connect. You can see here that these are numbered. There's pen 0 up to pen 13, and then there's a ground pen. There's a pen labeled AREF and SOA and SCL. For right now, the numbered pens and the ground pen, G and D, those are the ones that you're going to need to worry about. There are also pins on the other side of the board which allow us to have access to the various power connections and have analog inputs that we can use to perform more advanced experiments later on in the semester. So essentially what we're going to be doing is we'll be taking different wires, and we might plug a wire in, say, to pin 7, and then we might take that wire over here to somewhere on the breadboard. We'll be performing operations like this, where that pin 7 would be driven by the program, and we can then use it to drive some piece of hardware over here, or maybe we might have a piece of input hardware that would be then instead sending signals into the board over pin 7. We're going to start out by dealing with outputs, and we'll work our way to inputs later on. But essentially making connections between the board and the breadboard is going to be an important part of our work. We'll also be making connections between this Arduino board and our host computer. So you'll be writing code on the host computer, and then once that code has been written, then you'll make a connection to the host computer. You'll see some flashing lights to indicate that the connection has been made, and then you'll be ready to download or upload the code into the microcontroller.